Hello everyone and welcome to my Lego table. So today we are going to be doing the Lego Tropical Aquarium. So this is a new Lego set that just came out. Actually, I think it released on November 13th, 15th or 16th, but because I am a Lego rewards person, I got to order it for the Insider Rewards on the 13th. So this is set number 10366. It is 4,154 pieces and is for 18 and up. Beautiful aquarium. So you guys, I used to have aquariums in my house and we used to have these big Oscar fish. Okay. They were really cool. I love aquariums. I love the tranquility. You can just sit and watch them and listen to the sound of the water, and it's very peaceful and kind of helps calm you down. The problem is it's also a lot of maintenance and a lot of work. And eventually we started having kids and then animals and pets and all of that. And just didn't have the time to maintain the tanks anymore. On top of that, once we've moved into this house that we are currently living in with all my Legos, I really don't have space for an aquarium, but I do have space for a Lego aquarium. So that works out really well. I would love it if it was even bigger, like a 55-gallon tank. I have no idea how much that would cost in Legos. Probably a fortune, but that's okay. Okay. All right. So this set sells for $479.99 on the Lego website. If you ordered it in this first week of it being released, you also get set number 6609248, which is the fish tank filter. Okay. So this is 177 pieces. It comes with the little filter that has a fish inside of it, and then also some little fish food, which is really cute. So we will be putting this together at the end once we get the aquarium done so that you guys can see that as well. Now, this does come with 41 bags of numbered Legos, but it also has several bags of just these extra pieces. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags plus this one of these. So 6 bags of just extra pieces as well. So technically about 47 bags. And then there's probably 2 to 3 bags of Legos in this. So even more than that. Okay. So I know that $479.99 is a steep price. I'm not going to kid you. That's a lot of money. I will tell you, I did not pay that price. I have Lego Insider Rewards points, and I usually have enough to at least get $20 off of whatever I'm ordering. Sometimes it's even more than that. I've gotten saved up enough from getting up to over $100, $150 off. So it just depends. So I hardly ever pay full price for my Legos, even if I order them off of the Lego website, because I always have insider points. But then also you get this for free. So this actually, adds another 177 pieces to it. So it, makes it a little over 4,200 pieces, almost 4,300 pieces, which is really nice. Okay. All right. So this does come with a really thick, very large instruction manual. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get this done. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with bag number 1. Once I get that done, I will come back, show you what we've built, and we will go from bag to bag to bag with that. Okay, so I'll be back in just a few minutes. Okay, you guys, so bag number 1 is done. Basically just kind of built this X for now, okay? Nothing too fancy or anything about it there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 2. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, guys, so bag number 2 is done, and we've just added on to the piece that we made earlier. So nothing going on too much yet, just still working on the framework. So we're going to move on to bag number 3. And once that's done, I'll come back and show you what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 3 is done, and we basically extended this out just a little bit further. Okay, so we added this whole section right here onto it. And so now we've got a pretty good size frame going here. So we're going to move on to bag number 4. And once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys. So for bag number 4, we basically finished off what looks like the bottom framework of the tank itself. So it's actually pretty long here, if I can turn this around. Okay, so it's pretty good size. It's about maybe a little over half the size of my table here. Okay, So we're going to go ahead and move on with bag number 5. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 5 is done, and we have started the bottom of the tank here. So this would be like where the gravel and stuff would usually be. Got a bunch of little rocky areas in. Looks like we've got quite a few little holes where things are going to be put in. So that's cool. Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to bag number 6. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 6 is done. And as you can see, we have gotten more of the bottom on. We still have a couple more things to go. And there are like little crustaceans, I guess you would call them, maybe snails, things like that in the bottom here. Got a couple of places where things are going to be attached, as you can see. And that's it so far. So we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 7. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so bag number 7 is done, and we finished putting the last 2 plates on. A little few more crustaceans here, spots for things to go. And then also trimmed out the edge and this edge as well up here. So also when you turn it around, you can see some connections back here on the back. Probably be for like putting the walls up around it as well. Okay. All right. So now we are going to move on to bag number 8. And once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys. So bag number 8 is done. And basically we've put a lot of like moving pieces in. So it started out with just this section. It ended here. And when you twist this part would circle. Then we added on this section and put it in there. So now that whole thing spins around when you move this knob over here around. We also put this in. This doesn't move or anything. It's stationary. Okay. Then we put this little bridge part in and then added this on top of it, which this slides into place. Then put this together, which had this, and then added this on. So now this all kind of moves. This slides right now. Eventually, I'm thinking you're going to be able to like move it with this here, which you kind of can now, but there's like no handle really or anything. Maybe it'll stay like that. I don't know. Okay, and then we have this piece over here, which also has movement. So this spins around, and you've got some movement going on there too. So quite a bit of movement going on. That's kind of cool. Okay. I did find out some cool information that they actually put in the instruction booklet here. So it talks about some of the pieces that they use to make these. And as I get to those pieces, I'll kind of show you guys. So these here are actually, it says a soft shell, but it says that this element was used for the tiny shells are repurposed Lego cupcake tops. Okay, so little cupcakes, you can kind of tell that those are little cupcake tops. Okay, these look like croissants to me, even though I don't know that they might have been originally used as shells. They still look like a croissant. If you made those like this color, they would really look like a croissant. But anyway, so yeah, so these are cupcake toppers. There are a few other pieces that they used that were from other things. So as we come to those, I'll try to remember to tell you guys what it says those pieces were originally from, okay? All right, so now we are going to move on to bag number 9. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so for bag number 9, we basically built this little section here. We've got something that looks like it's going to be hooked up there. And it's just kind of like this big kind of like rocky thing in here, okay? All right, so we are going to go ahead and move on to bag number 10. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 10 is done. Sorry about the loud noise, the vacuum cleaner is going out there. But this was just doing this piece here. So basically the other side of the hill or mountain or whatever you want to call it here. Okay. All right. So now we're going to move on to bag number 11. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys. So bag number 11 was building this cute little crab. Isn't he adorable? So you can kind of move his claws here in and out, and his legs move up and down as well. And then we built this part over top of it. And then of course it is attached to the thing that slides out. So now you can put him back in there and you can slide him out. You can scare something. Yes. But yeah, so very, very cute. I love that. That is so awesome. So I know that this doesn't technically have any minifigures, but I think that's kind of a minifigure. It's a little crab minifigure. Now, yeah, it's not molded and you had to brick build it, but still kind of a minifigure. It's just an animal minifigure. Okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and get started with bag number 12. And once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so this bag is done, bag number 12. I forgot which bag I was on for a second. And basically we just added on all of this stuff to the back of the like cave where the crab is at. So you can still see the crab can move in and out back here. He's going forward, but this is the back of the cave. So we added some things up here and then this back part here with this little thing here as well. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to bag 13. And once that's done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 13 is done and we have built this kind of box type looking thing. And then it's got this here inside of it and this bottle here inside of it as well. I think, does this move? No, it doesn't move. It's in one spot. Okay. All right. So now we are going to go ahead and continue on with bag 14. And once that's done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 14 is done and we put together the little treasure chest here. Got the lid on it, which we did most of the box with the last bag, and then attached it to this moving thing here. So now when you crank this handle here, the chest will open and close. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I love it. That is so awesome. Okay. All right, so now we are going to move on to bag 15. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 15 is done, and I think we're starting the wall that's going to go up in the back here. So this is the beginning of the framework for it, okay? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to bag number 16, and once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 16 is done, which as you can see, we've just added a little bit more onto this. Now, I think a piece is missing, so there's supposed to be a 4 square, this piece right here, right there, and I can't find it. So either it's somewhere on the floor and I can't see it, or which is doubtful, I didn't hear anything hit the floor, or it's missing from the set, which kind of stinks, but that's okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go on. I might look and see if I have something like that in my extra pieces, but I don't know, I might just leave it off and order it later. So anyway, so we're gonna move on to bag 17. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 17 is done, and of course we just added more on to this. So we put this in and we put this in. And it's almost done. We just got to finish the other end down here. And then we'll probably be more like decorating the inside of it here. So I'm going to go ahead and get bag 18 done. And then I'll be back to show you what we made. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys. So bag number 18 is done. Mainly we put on these two pieces here. Now I did find the piece that I was missing. I actually had it on another part. Actually, I think it attached itself to it. I just found it kind of in a random spot. It was attached onto here, so I must have pressed it onto there by accident or something. But anyway, so it wasn't missing. It is on there now. So yeah, so now we have this much of it done. We've got a little bit more to go, and then we'll probably start doing the background of it. So I'm going to go ahead and continue on with bag 19, and then I'll be back as soon as it's finished. Okay, you guys, so bag number 19 is done. Mainly we pretty much finished this off. It looks like we've got the trim on up here. We've gotten the extra pieces on over here. So that is all done. And of course, it's the same width as the bottom of the aquarium. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 20. Once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 20 is done, and we've got about half of the back, the water part done. So as you can tell, it's kind of got some patterns that repeat, but it's also kind of random at the same time. So kind of cool looking. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to bag 21. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 21 is done, which finished off this back piece, which is actually taller than I thought it was going to be. But anyway, so we put all of the rest of the, first put the rest of the blue on at the bottom. Then we put these little white pieces on here in a couple different places. Then we put the little snails, which again, the shells on the back are the cupcake toppings, okay? And then we also put some little seashells on here. Now inside, I don't know if I can open it while it's, I don't know if I can open them here. Let's see if I can. No, but anyways, on the inside of the little seashells are little glow in the dark, little flat things that are supposed to kind of be like a pearl, okay? So it's actually, it is quite tall. Strange. Anyways, okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to bag 22. And once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so for bag 22, first of all, we started out by making these two plants. So we made the smaller one first and attached it, and then the bigger one and attached that. Then we kind of secured the back onto this rock thing here a little bit better. And then this is the moving part that we put in at the, kind of like the beginning of the set. So now we've added this rod that comes all the way up here and attaches onto here. And then that attaches to this big clear pole. So now when you spin this handle here like this, then this moves back and forth. Okay, like so. All right, pretty cool. Okay. All right, so now we are going to move on to bag number 23. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we made. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 23 is done, and we have created this kind of square thing with these coming off of it, and then there's all of these gears inside. Right now, if you turn this handle here, all of those gears will move, okay? So I don't know what all is going to be on top of there. Just so you guys know, I don't really watch like reviews and stuff of any of these of people who got them early, because I kind of want to, you know, not know what I'm going to be building. I kind of like to be a little bit surprised. Of course, you see the picture on the box and all of that, but I try not to watch any like previews of it. You know, when people get them free and then they put videos up of building them. I try not to watch any of those because I kind of want to see what's all in it as I build it. So yeah, so anyways, all right, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to bag 24, and once that's done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 24 is done. We did get this kind of, I don't think it's finished yet because it looks like stuff's still gonna go on the top here, but we got that mostly finished and then attached it onto the board or the bottom of the tank. And when we attached that, we added this knob into here, which connected to this. So now when you spin that, all the gears spin. But then we also added this here, which has a long rod that comes through and connects onto this here, which controls the little crab. So now you turn this rock, and when you turn that, then the crab comes out, okay? So now everything for this, including to get this going, is all over here in this one little section. So that's cool. And then you still have the chest, which is just this little knob over here to open and close that. Okay. All right. So now we are going to continue on with bag 25. Oh, and I forgot when I showed you guys this big tall weed. So that is connected onto the board or the back of the tank right here, so it'll stay in place. So it's like a little stick that goes into a little hook type thing, and so that stays in place there, okay? All right, so now we're gonna move on to 25, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys, so bag 25 is done, and that whole bag was basically creating this whole plant over here. So it's actually 3 separate sections. There's one here that is connected to a hook, this small one here that's connected to a hook, and then this big one here that's connected to this round piece, and that's pretty much kind of in place to kind of help hide some of the levers and stuff that are in there as well. So yeah, so here it is. So now we're going to move on to bag number 26. And once that gets done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so for bag 26, we built this sea anemone here. So this actually is made out of old elephant tusk. So that's pretty funny. So anyway, so you can now turn the knob here, and then your sea anemone kind of goes everywhere. Now mine kind of gets tangled up. I'm not sure if there's like a trick to that, but yeah, so it kind of gets tangled up. Maybe if you go one way and then back the other, it might kind of do it there. So there we go. Okay. It's kind of funny, actually. They look like they're dancing. Anyways, all right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to bag 27. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, so bag 27 is done. And basically we built this whole thing here. Now, these were actually originally part of a desk lamp, I guess, for the sea anemone. Wow, I have trouble saying that. But yeah, so we just built this whole thing, and this was those like the yellow pieces that were sticking up out of here. So we surrounded it in this, and now the anemone phalanges, frillies, fringes, I don't know what those are called, are coming out of there. Okay. All right, so we're going to continue on with bag number 28, and once that's done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Hey guys, so bag 28 is done, and we basically have just made this little piece here. Not too much to it yet, so we're going to continue on with bag 29, and once I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we've added to this. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 29 is done, and we basically added a lot more onto that piece that we had already started and then attached it into the tank here. So it kind of looks like a little like ledge, you know, for stuff to sit on and stuff like that. To me, it kind of looks like a turtle ledge, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, all right, so we have got to get that done. So we're going to move on to bag number 30. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 30 was basically making these two orange kind of coral looking things here. So they're actually pretty cool looking. And that was pretty much it. That was the whole bag for bag 30. So now we're going to move on to 31. And once that's done, I'll come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 31 is done. Basically, we created these two purplish looking flowers. Now, they're supposed to be the same size, but unfortunately, mine was missing a piece. Now, I don't know if it's actually missing or if I just haven't found it yet. So this one is not as tall as this one. So, but that's okay. So it still looks cool, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, so here we are so far. It's looking really cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to bag 32. And once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so for bag number 32, we did some corals. So we did this one and this one, which matched together. Now, these are actually made from pieces from the Lego Ninjago sets. So those were in there. And then we also made this one, which this is actually hats. This is hats made to look like coral. So they've got little brims on them. I don't know if you can see them, but it's like the little, oh, I can't remember what they call it. Kind of like the little French hat. But yeah, so it's got little hats that make this coral. Okay. All right. So we're going to go ahead and move on to bag number 33. And once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys. So bag 33 was making some more coral. So, and this is using hats as well. As you can tell, it's kind of like the inspector hats. Okay. So that was used hats. And I did forget to show this little fish here that we added on. I think this was like 2 bags ago. I don't know why I forgot about him. But we did put a little fish on here. So there is one fish. You've got 2 snails up here. You've got the crab here. You've got some clams here. And then some more snails here. And then a whole bunch of like little shells and stuff and crustaceans on the floor. And then, of course, the couple little clams back there. So we've got quite a bit going on here. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to bag 34. And once that's done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in just a minute. I forgot also with bag 33, we did this one too. This little like coral thing too. And this is actually using mop heads. the Lego mop heads. So yeah, so I did forget to show that one. So, all right, so now I'm going to continue on with bag 34. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so for bag 34, we did these two little blue corals here, okay? And that, of course, is using, are those brooms? Brooms, yeah, so that's the broom heads, the Lego broom heads. So, pretty cute. I think it's cool how they're using some of these pieces as coral and stuff. It's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to move on to bag 35. Once that's done, I'll come back and show you what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag number 35 is done. First, we started out by making this cute little rainbow fish here, who's really cool looking, okay? And then we also made these plants here. So these two, and then these little ones right here that are coming up out of the ground there. And so it's looking pretty good. All I gotta say is if this were a real life fish tank, this would be a very expensive fish tank. Way more expensive than what it costs to do it in Lego. So yeah, because all of this is all saltwater stuff with tropical fish and all the coral and anemones and all of that. Whew, I don't even want to know how much it would cost to actually do this tank in real life. So anyways, okay, so we're going to move on to bag 36. Once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys what we built. So I'll be back in a minute. Oops, you guys. So I called these two plants and these are not. Those are supposed to be garden eels. And it says they burrow in the sand and emerge to catch drifting food. So those are supposed to be garden eels, not a plant. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're going to get bag 36 done. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys. So for bag number 36, we basically did this big fish here. Okay. He's actually pretty cute. All right, you got some big red fins on him. He's kind of maroon and orange and white. Kind of looks like a koi, maybe what he is supposed to be. But of course, this is attached to that see-through pole that we put in, which moves by spinning this wheel here. So now when you spin that, he does this, and his head is movable, so it kind of moves with it. You can slow it down here and do it a little bit slower, speed it up, and he's really getting going there. Okay, so that is pretty cool. Oh, and there's a cat again. Okay, you guys, so now we're going to move on to bag 37. And once I get that done, I will come back and show you guys, you know, what we built. I imagine right now, if this were a real fish tank, my kitty would be having a whole lot of fun with the fishies in there. All right, you guys, I'll be back when bag 37 is done. Okay, you guys, so bag 37 is done, and I think basically we're starting the poles that are going to be like the outside of the rest of the tank. So this is just one of them started, and I think we're going to be making a couple others here. So I'm going to move on to bag 38, and I'll be back as soon as that's finished. Okay, you guys, so 38 is done. The 37 was building this part, and now we have added on the two sides as well, okay? So pretty soon we'll be adding it on there and it'll look like an aquarium. Yay. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get bag 39 done, and I'll be back as soon as that's done. Okay, you guys. So bag 39 is done, which got this whole front frame put on and then also kind of like sealed to it a little bit there. Okay. So we're looking pretty good. So I'm going to move on to bag number 40. Sorry about my dog. And as soon as I get that done, I'll come back and show you what we built. You guys, so bag 40 is done, which got us these two top bars here. So now it does look quite a bit like a fish tank. It's a big fish tank. That's pretty tall. We might measure that before we leave this video so I can show you guys how tall it is. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do our last bag, which is bag 41. Once I get that done, I'll come back and show you guys the whole completed fish tank. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so bag 41 is done, which completes the whole fish tank set. So we made this little fish here, and then it's attached by those clear sticks that are kind of sticking out. So it looks like he's kind of swimming through there. And then we also made this last little kind of like palm frond looking thing and attached it down here at the bottom into the tank. So the whole thing is done. It's actually really pretty. I love all the movement and all the stuff that happens. And, you know, it's kind of cool. Yeah, so it does quite a bit here. And then, of course, you got the little crab that can come out. And then make it look like the chest is bubbling. So there's all of that. Oh, and I did forget to get a tape measure. So let me get the tape measure real quick and we'll see how tall this is. So just a second, you guys. So height wise, this is just a little bit over 14. It's about 14.5 inches tall. And then if we were doing lengthwise, oh, hold on, let me pull this out a little bit more here. Lengthwise, it is almost 21 inches. Okay. So that's actually, that's a pretty good height. 14.5. Yeah. It's a pretty good height. Okay. So that's pretty big. As far as the depth, you know, let's see, it is probably about 11, a little over 11 and a quarter, 11.5. I can't exactly see it perfectly on there, but oh, now there's a cat there. But yeah, so pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start the free gifts that came with this, which is the fish tank filter with the food as well. This only has 2 bags of Legos here, and they're not numbered, so you're just going to put the whole bag on there and then follow the instructions and put this all together. So I will go ahead and get that done and come back and show you that. Right, you're going to break it. Oh my gosh. And then I'll come back and show you that finished as well. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, you guys, so we've started this filter and there is a fish in it. So I wanted to show you the fish before it, you know, we started putting the walls up because it's a little bit harder to see. So this is what he looks like there. If I can get it to flip around here. There we go. So he's kind of cute. Okay. Looks like a little goldfish or something. Okay. All right. So I'm going to continue on building this and I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, you guys. So we've got almost the whole filter done with the little fish in the middle there. Okay. So I'm going to keep working on this. We got to put the water in and then more stuff on top of it and all of that. And then probably still build the fish food. So I'll be back probably once this is finished. This is probably the last like stopping point I'll probably do. I'll probably just finish it off before I come back. All right, so I'll be back in a little bit. Hey, you guys, so the filter is completely done. It's actually kind of cute. And even though it's got a fish in it, and that's probably not something that should be in there, I think it's still kind of funny. So I got it all together here. And now this can go right on the back of the tank here. All right, so it can go right back here. Just... you got to get it over the, there we go. So just like so. So it's got a little groove right here that goes right over the tank. And now you've got a nice little filter on it. And then here is the little box of food, which is actually pretty easy to build. It's got the little opening here. This is a printed piece. It's not a sticker. So you could just set that next to your tank there. And you have that all done. It looks really awesome, you guys. I will say, is a really nice set and really pretty. It has lots of color, which I love. Okay. All right, you guys. So that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, get notifications, and also check out some of my other videos so that I can keep bringing you more and more Legos. You can also go to my eBay page from a link in the description below to see if I have anything up for sale right now. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good day and enjoy your Lego building, and we will see you on the next build. Bye.